All right, we're going to be getting in some hives today. We're not getting in every one of them. We're going to put another deep on top of green hive because that queen's laying, and I just want to go ahead and get her set up because I may be busy in the next foreseeable few weeks, so I want to get them straight. And some of these queens and these queen mating nooks, I'm going to start merging the videos back together again. So the queen mating nook, like grafting and all that stuff and the hatching and all that should come out before this video, but all the videos are going to be synced back up again. So yeah, I'm going to get in there. I'm going to put a deep on green, and we're going in red again. I know red doesn't have a queen, but I'm going to go in there and I'm going to split it down because I got some of these queens over here. They're losing numbers, but there's queens in the queen mating nook. So I'm just going to go ahead and introduce them into another hive. The red hive's already queenless, so I'm going to put them in a cage and then put them in there, see how they take them, see if it works out or not. Hopefully it does. Like I said, so the bees over here, some of them are absconding. I have 4 that have a bunch of bees that they're bringing pollen in and out. They're doing what they need to do. 2 of them are not. They are just slowly losing bees, but the queens are in there. So I'm going to make some splits and get them set up over there. And then I may end up splitting pink. I don't know. I may leave pink as it is and just pull frames from it every now and again and drop into those 2. Use it as like a huge resource hive. Plus it may slow them down from wanting to swarm. So I am going to check pink today because I didn't check it last week, and make sure there ain't no queen cells drafted up in there because I do not want this hive to swarm off. If I see that it's going to swarm, or I think that it's going to swarm, I'm going to go ahead and split that one. So, okay, let's get into these hives. A little warm today, so I'll bring the juice down. This one's empty, then that means you'll most likely have a bunch of plugged cells. Smoker stop. BRB. Okay. This over here. Up here. That's good. Over here. Not so. See where she's at. See what she's been doing. Well, it's all nectar. They're making this looks like a honey frame. That is definitely a nectar frame, or sugar syrup, one of the 2. That one's all pollen. Is she on here? No. Looks like they're cleaning this one out to get it ready. big larva in here. That's good. Ooh. I might bring this one up. I got eggs and larvae all in this one. Alright, so this 24. They got any cat brood? They should have cat brood by now. Shoot, look at all that pollen. Eggs in all these cells. Alright, so she's egging up these cells, but there's just so much damn pollen. See, look at that. Is she on here? I don't see her. Big old fat drone. Yeah, I don't see her, but look at all this pollen. But all the cells that aren't filled with pollen is all eggs. This is a light frame. Yeah, we can do away with those. Very good. Look at this frame. Man, there's larvae, eggs, everything. That's great. I wonder if she's on this frame. I think she might be. No? She most certainly has been on this frame though. Look at all that. Huh? Eggs and larvae all the way around. That's great. Any queen cells on this thing? There's a couple. Queen cups. Get y'all to stop making those. So that one I might bring up. This heavy frame. I haven't seen her. What's in here? Nothing. Take this queen cell out. Queen cup. I need to get the terminology right. Oh, there she is. All the way down there. Man, she is long. What you doing down there? see what's over here. If there's brood on this one, I'm gonna swap these frames around a little bit. Most certainly not. Should be though. Since this side's all honey, I'm gonna flip this around. Make sure I know where she's at. There she is. How should I do this? Alright, we'll put this one back in the way it was. Now that I know she's there. Okay. This one I'm going to bring up. Bring them up. I'm gonna take this, put this here. Well, I should put this right in the middle, since it's got some drawn comb, and if she gets a hold of it, I'll put this one right here. Man, they got loud. Put this on the edge. I don't necessarily, nah, I'll put it over here. Space out these ones. So we'll go ahead and do that. Close them up. So that's it for this one. All right, we're gonna pull out 4 frames, 4 good frames, and man, these cockroaches. Yeah. Too many cockroaches around here. Old wood roaches. Down in there. What's it all look like? Drawing this cone up. Barely touching it now. I don't get it. This off. Set her over here. Quick about this there may be potential robbing. Make sure I don't see a blue dot on here. Boy, would that be crazy. Oh man, I'd be upsetting spaghetti on that. food frame and a good brood frame. So this has got 2 queen cells on it, but it's got some brood. I'm gonna hold on that one. How about this? Put you all back down in there. All pollen and honey. Since the queen hasn't been laying, they've just been filling these frames up. I probably needed to do this anyway. Look at that, it's all pollen and honey. Making sure I don't see no eggs anywhere. That seems alright. All that pollen is good bit of food. I marked this one, yeah, I did mark this one. There's a queen cell on this one. Oh, no, there's a bunch of queen cells on this one. Oh, Jesus. Hold off on that one. I marked this one, so there's queen cells on this one too. Not exactly sure where. Oh, right there. There's one. This is shot in the dark quick. Weren't. Didn't see it. There's a little bit of brood on here, not a lot. It's a good amount of resources though. And this is an open frame with some resources on it. Now I just need one more solid, I need a solid frame of brood. I'm hoping there's one down here. queen cells on this one. So that's pretty good. Whole bunch of food on this side. Yeah, this may seem like a lot of space for them, but I'm gonna keep them locked in here for a little bit. So. Alright, so I'm gonna keep them there. I got an extra box in there. I'm using this just as a funnel. Alright, so this is gonna be one set of bees I give them. Wasn't necessarily nothing in it or anything in it. Whatever flies home, flies home. And that is this one. I went ahead and caged her. She's in here with a couple of attendants. You're gonna be able to see her in here. Probably not. She got a few attendants in there. But let's put this on here and see what happens. I'm gonna let them sit for a sec. It doesn't look like they're going after her. They're just kind of going over it. Yeah, I'm gonna let them sit like this for a while. See if they like that or not. All right, we're gonna check out the bottom part of this, see what kind of brood and stuff we got. I got queen cells on this frame. Actual queen cells. So this is a pollen and nectar frame. Wouldn't be bad. Here. Nothing on here. This is all drone comb. This is disgusting. Yeah, I don't like this comb at all. I kind of want to discontinue this. Going back here. That is a little bit of brood. I'm half tempted to just let the brood stay in here. What's left. Possibly. I haven't checked the other side yet. solid food frame. Food frame. Let them have this one. It's not bad. I'll give them that. Oops. And now I kind of want to take one frame of larvae from here, get them working. Far shot. Hey, that's a big old bee. Big old honey bee, not a drone. Not doing anything here, they're just running around it. This over. Woo! That scared me. I don't know if y'all seen that or not. Slow. Now I'm looking for a frame of like larvae or something. Larvae. Well, certainly ain't gonna be that. That's gonna be a whole frame of honey. So is this one. Yep. You can see a whole lot of honey on this thing. This may be my candidate. That's probably going to be my candidate. Pulling that over. See if I can find her real quick. Yep, she's right there. Okay. So you're over here. Good. That means I'm going to take this, plop this in here. Okay. Set this right here. Leave them like that for now. Oh, I'm guessing there's robbing going on. I done stirred them all up. I know that thing's getting bombarded. And you girls, think y'all are defending a lost cause. I don't see a queen in here. Who knows? She may be out on a mating flight. Who knows? I'll leave these guys here for the time being. Let's get these girls locked up. Tonight I'm going to come and pull one of these queens out of here and drop them in there. I'm pretty sure one of them is about ready, if not laying already. All right, we're all finished. That was a little more, I want to say, chaotic. It seems like there's a lot of, or I shouldn't say a lot of, it seems to be the start of a robbing season. Because that one hive, that one mini mating nook that I took the queen out of, they went nuts on that thing, and there was not that many bees in there. They caught wind of that and came swooping in, and they drained the rest of that sugar syrup that was in that container. I just said, let them have it. I already took the queen out. I released her. You know, there's a whole part of this video that I missed. It was majority of the new white hive, which is the hive all the way on the end, and releasing the queen. When I went back in there, I was letting her get used to her pheromones. They were all over that thing, like not trying to attack it. They were just trying to get in. And then once they got in, they all started feeding her, or like touching her face and all that kind of stuff, touching her head. So I was like, okay, I guess this is going to be pretty good. We'll see. Hopefully she, hopefully they like her. Cause then like when I took that little hairpin roller cage out, the cage that I put her in, there, I set it on the side and I walked away to go get something. I came back, there was like 20 bees all over it that just flew and just landed on it. I was like, okay, that's pretty good. So then I took that and I set it on the front of the hive and opened the door. And then once I did that, then it like pinpointed all the bees to funnel in. See, me thought I was recording all this because this looked kind of cool. Nope, missed that. I'm a horrible videographer, if that's what the word is. But see, I want to be able to leave. I wish I could leave my camera rolling the whole time. But when it comes to uploading to iCloud from my iPhone, if it's like an hour-long video, it takes like all night and then some into the morning, as long as there was no interruptions, just to do that. And if they're broken up into segments, like little 15-minute clips, it's like a half hour per one. I don't know why. The iCloud upload, that shit's a fucking joke. I need to figure out a better way to, you know, take the videos with higher quality off of my phone so I can at least have my phone back and I don't have to leave it somewhere. I mean, I have two phones, a work phone and my main phone, but it just sucks leaving my work phone. Yeah, your bee coming in tech. It just sucks having to use my work phone as opposed to my personal phone to do stuff. So, yeah, okay, back to that. Yeah, it seemed like they took, I mean, she walked in there and they didn't ball her or anything. They were all just like touching her face and then boop, down into the, once she got like the initial sticker shock of being released into like 100,000 fucking bees, once she got that, then she walked down into the frame. So hopefully she's scoping the place out. I don't think she's mated. I've never read or seen or heard anybody say that mated queens pipe. They might. I don't know. She did a little bit of that, which, you know, didn't catch that on the camera either. Go figure. So that's obnoxious. I'm going to have to work on this camera work stuff. Bear with me. So, yeah, so we got 2 splits done today. I saved one of those queens. The other one doesn't seem like it has a queen. She may be on a mating flight. Who knows? She comes back. I'll check this afternoon. I'm going to go in all those mini mating nooks this afternoon when things kind of calm down and see if there's any queens in there. Like I said, 4 of them are rocking. They got bees coming. They're bringing pollen in right now. Like, but one of them absconded. I just took one out, and that one doesn't have a queen in it. Yeah, so I'm down to 4 left. So kind of sucks. I'll say my ratios aren't good. I grafted 48 cells. kept 16, hatched 11, one died in the incubator, so that went down to 10. One died in the mating nook, that went down to 9. One completely absconded, I don't know what happened to her, so that went down to 8. And one of them is nowhere to be seen, so it was down to 6. And then I put one into that hive, and there's 4 still rolling. That's bad ratios. Some people might say that's great. I look at that as bad. So I just kept cutting them in half, cutting the numbers in half or less or more. So, all right. So yeah, we're gonna watch how they do. If pink hive starts getting a little out of control, like I didn't go all the way down in there, but some of the frames that I did look at, they still got a lot of bee power coming. That queen ain't stopping. And I can only imagine what the bottom box looks like. So, and I also believe me putting those free frames in there, or those new frames in there, is going to help them, because almost every hive I've been into today was getting honey and pollen locked, and they're not bringing the pollen or bringing the sugar syrup down. Some of them are, but the bigger ones are not bringing it down. They're finding it elsewhere and bringing it in. They're barely touching the sugar syrup that I'm giving them. So I may have to start doing like mini splits off of them every now and again until the beginning of the next year. Like I said, I still got like I got all these bottom boards right here. I got a whole bunch of boxes just made up right here that I can use. I got two more ready to go right there. What else I got around here? I don't even know what I got around here. There's so much stuff. I got a trash can full of super frames if I need to use supers to make a split or something, or if I just make a 1 deep with a super top. You know, I can always do that too. And just keep them rocking and rolling, and then see how many, well, apparently at my rate, if I take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, if I take 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 hives into the next year, I'll probably end up with 2 at my rate. So once they start to get to rocking and rolling, I'm going to stop touching them. I'm going to leave them alone. Pink and red hive, I'm probably just going to be, I might not even mess with red hive. I'll just use pink hive as a resource hive and just keep dumping some of her resources into the other ones, or maybe frames of brood, just to get the other ones rolling. And then once everybody's up to speed, then just leave them all alone until the next year. So we shall see. So yeah, like I said, got a little bit done today. It was a little crazy. Forgot to film some of the stuff, which was the crazier part. I wish I did film, because I'd actually like to rewatch that and watch that over and over again, see what happened. So, all right, enough of me talking. Can't talk. Appreciate y'all watching. If you got anything to let me know, if you got any tips, all that kind of stuff. If you think I'm just being too much into the bees, like I won't leave them alone, I get it. I believe I'm not being I'm being a little too much into them, but we still got a long ways to go before winter comes, and I'm feeding them all until the end of the year. So just let me know, drop some comments down there, and appreciate y'all watching. Catch y'all on the next one. See ya.